So me, Kevin, is once again threatening to sue, not me this time, but he's threatening to sue another YouTuber by the name of Chris Norland. Chris Norland has actually appeared on my channel before. He appeared on the live stream for like 10 minutes when I was debating Spencer Cornelia. So I am familiar with Chris Norland, and I do appreciate a lot of the work that he does. Now, Chris Norland just recently posted this video earlier today where he said, me, Kevin, threatens to sue me. And let's just go ahead and play that, and I'm going to give my full reaction to this. Here we go.
So Meet Kevin is threatening to sue me. No, I'm serious. And I want to guys show you the email, and we'll have a conversation about this. So let's get into it. So here's the email. The subject title is Meet Kevin's DUI. This is from Meet Kevin. It says, "Dear Chris, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to address the recurrent statements in your videos that I received a DUI. As you're aware, your video dated March 2nd, 2023. This claim is factually inaccurate. The charge was downgraded to reckless driving." And so here, basically, he is admitting that he was charged with a DUI and it was downgraded to reckless driving. Okay, let's keep going over this. Maintaining accuracy and factual correctness is crucial, especially when discussing others in a public forum. Misrepresentation can harm reputations and also carry legal implications. Essentially, he's threatening to sue me. In light of the situation and the potential implications, again, he's threatening to sue me, I must remind you of your obligation to preserve all related videos, but also kindly request that you correct this misinformation. So, Kevin, I know you're watching this. We're reading through your email, and I'm making a statement for you. So I do appreciate you reaching out. In your future content, let's strive for more truthful and fair representation for the benefit of all viewers. You're entitled to your opinion, but that's your opinion. But when that opinion is stated as untrue fact, you expose yourself to liability. Again, he's starting to sue me. Thank you for your understanding. Best regards, me, Kevin. I will look.
All right, so here's the deal with that, right? Number one, well, first off, I just have so many things to say about this. Number one, he threatened to sue me too, so I know exactly how you feel, Chris Norland. Absolutely ridiculous. So me, Kevin, what he is doing is absolutely insanely petty. This is the pettiest, stupidest thing I've ever seen. As a matter of fact, if I were Chris Norland, I wouldn't really be worried at all, because it's like, okay, dude, you're suing me, or you're threatening to sue. He's not suing him, but he's threatening to sue me. You're threatening to sue me, Chris Norland, because you're saying that instead of claiming that you got a reckless driving charge, he's saying that you got a DUI. And because you got your DUI reduced to a reckless driving charge, you're going to sue him over that? Let me explain to you guys how petty that is. Go on Twitter right now and type in Meet Kevin DUI and type in latest. To this day, you are still going to see people all in the comments, all over Twitter, YouTube comments, all around in the finance space, saying that Meet Kevin got a DUI. Everybody is saying it. So here's the problem. You're getting upset with Chris Norland, and you're saying basically he's defaming you and he's harming your reputation because he's claiming that you got a DUI. But I think you fail to realize that everybody already knows. Everybody already knows that you got charged with a DUI. And newsflash, dummy, Kevin, nobody cares that it got downgraded to a reckless driving charge. That's not how life works. It doesn't work like that, okay? Now, I understand legally, you know, people are supposed to say that, but I need you to understand what Chris Norland is doing and saying by talking about whatever you have an issue with, that he's mentioning that you got a DUI or your DUI, whatever he's saying, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, even though you got a reckless driving charge, everybody still sees it and pictures it as a DUI. For crying out loud, Scott Schaefer still got the dang video on his channel. Are you stupid? The video of you literally getting pulled over by the cops and being charged with a DUI is still on YouTube. It has like 200,000 views. Anybody can go there. So it doesn't matter what you say. People still register it in their minds as a DUI, even if it's not factually true or whatever, you know, whatever legal crap you're trying to use. It doesn't matter because people still see it that way. So here's my overall argument. You're trying to say that he's harming your reputation. I argue that he's not. Your reputation is already damaged. And if you're going to go after Chris Norland, well, what about other people? Scott Schaefer literally has the video up. And there are other bigger YouTubers who have talked about it and they called it a DUI. They didn't say reckless driving in their videos. They said DUI. So now it brings us to the real issue here. Why are you really going after Chris Northern? Well, I don't actually think it's because of this DUI stuff. I think that's probably what your lawyer said you could go after him for. And by the way, I don't think this guy's going to sue Chris Northern, by the way, because people who want to sue, just so you guys know, they don't send threatening letters or message somebody or email them and say, hey, and they use all this threatening language, it can make you potentially legally liable for legal implications and idiosyncrasies and secret societies and technologies and all this crap. Well, here's the deal. If we go and we just type in meet Kevin Dave Ramsey, well, guess what? This guy got sued by Dave Ramsey, and did Dave Ramsey message Kevin and tell him before it did? No, he did not. Okay, well, let's go look at Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone sued Meet Kevin. When Grant Cardone sued Meet Kevin, did Grant Cardone message Meet Kevin and say, hey, dude, if you don't take this down and stop, I'm going to sue you? And oh my God, no, they don't. You know why? Because when somebody lies on somebody for real, and it really ruins their reputation for real, not this playground crap that Kevin's doing, they just sue them. They don't have any questions. There's no discussion. There's no emails. They just sue. What Kevin is doing is he is using a tactic. He is trying to intimidate Chris Norland. You want to know how I know this? Let me explain the difference between Dave Ramsey, Meet Kevin, and Grant Cardone, okay? Grant Cardone and Dave Ramsey are damn near billionaires, okay? Even though it's petty as hell to sue somebody for small stuff like this, they have so much money, such big teams, so many corporations and companies under their belt, it doesn't matter. Kevin doesn't have that kind of money. I'm not saying Kevin's not rich. He's got like $20 million, whatever. So he definitely has money, but I'm just saying it's levels to it. It's different having to spend $50,000 to $100,000 on a lawsuit when you're worth $20 million than it is when you're worth $500 million to $1 billion. You see what I'm saying? It's just a big difference. And so I don't think Kevin's going to do it. I think this is very similar to when Kevin threatened me. What this guy is trying to do is, for whatever reason, when you talk about the DUI, in any case, the fact that he, originally got charged for it and then it got reduced to a reckless driving charge or whatever, when you talk about that in any way, it just really bothers him. And I'm not sure why. I think that's the other part that just shows how childish and just how much of a loser this guy is. Like, dude, get over it. Like, it's all over YouTube. You're a public figure. Oh, by the way, I didn't even tell you guys this. I sent Meet Kevin a text because I do have his number. He gave me his number a while ago, back when he came on my channel last year. I sent them a text, and I'm like, dude, why are you suing Chris Norland? Like, and then this is what I said. I said, you're a public figure. There are always going to be people who critique you, say things that hurt your feelings, say things that are not nice. I mean, look at Elon Musk. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Can you imagine like how stupid it would be for them to just go after random YouTubers online who are like, talking about them? Like, you're a public figure. That's what comes with that. You can't just go and sue everybody just because you're upset about that. That's number one. Number two, if Kevin sued, here's another reason why I really don't think Kevin can sue. Kevin is so hated on the internet, whether he believes it or not. I know last time he came on my channel, I brought that up to him. He got really mad, and I don't give a damn. It's the truth. This guy is so hated. It could end up playing out very similar to the BitBoy crypto situation. I don't know if you guys remember that, but there was this YouTuber named Atozy. Atozy got sued by BitBoy Crypto, okay? Everybody in crypto hates BitBoy so much that Atozy raised like $500,000 in a day. CoffeeZilla made a video on Atozy's situation. A bunch of other big YouTubers made a video on Atozy's situation. The what's that crypto coin? There's this big crypto coin. I think it's Ripple or whatever it's called. I don't know. One of these big crypto coins, like one of the founders, like called out BitBoy, like, dude, why are you suing him? Why are you suing a YouTuber for telling the truth about the fact that you're a grifter? It ended up being one of those situations. So long story short, Atozy ended up raising all of this money, and BitBoy had to drop the lawsuit because BitBoy's like, wow, this is stupid. I thought I was going to ruin this guy's life and bully him because I'm rich and this guy's broke, or not broke, but not as much money as him. But instead, what happened was it backfired on him. So what BitBoy ended up coming to the conclusion of is, holy cow, these people got this guy's back so much that he's going to end up spending nothing to defend himself because the community got his back. And I'm going to end up spending $250,000 just to go after this guy. And he's not being hurt at all by this. Let me just go ahead and drop the lawsuit. I think that could very well play out if Kevin actually goes ahead and sues Chris Nolan. And just to make it clear, I think it could play out if he sues any of us, to be honest with you. But Scott Schaefer and Chris Norland are friends. Now, I saw some people in the comments. You guys were, I know somebody said something about like Echoesfromabove originally talked about the DUI or something like. Somebody said something like that, which thank you. I appreciate that. It's nice to get credit because that is true. But If people are wondering why Chris Norland like never mentions me by name or anything like that, I don't think Chris Nolan has any ill will to me. I know I don't have any ill will towards him. I consider us cordial. We're definitely not friends, but I definitely think that what he's doing is important, and I do appreciate his channel. But I think because he's friends with Scott Schaefer, that's kind of an allegiance there. So it's like, okay, well, since me and you are pretty cool, I'm not going to really mention this Echoes guy because you and him are kind of into it. That's what I think it is. So I take no offense to Chris Nolan refusing to mention my name or never wanting to bring me up, even though he kind of mentioned me without saying my name. I don't mind it because he's friends with Scott Schaefer. I completely understand. But that doesn't take away from the fact that once again, we have me, Kevin, trying to bully a smaller YouTuber, and that needs to stop. It is absolutely ridiculous that this guy with all of this money can't take it when somebody talks about him. Dude, Kevin, you have done so many things on YouTube that have been detrimental and terrible to the finance community. A lot of the criticism that you get is warranted and deserved, okay? You can't just go around and sue everybody because you want to be a little weenie baby. We hurt my feelings. You will touch it. I get it. I got to wreck this driver. Shut up! Stop trying to sue people, man. It's ridiculous. What a freaking baby. Anyway, Chris, stand strong. You're going to be good. I know Chris Norland he lives in South Korea, which is hilarious because, like, if Kevin even wanted to sue, like, good luck. I mean, I don't even know how you would do that. Like, how would you sue somebody who lives in a completely different country? I don't know. Maybe you can't. I have no idea, but it's just funny. So, anyway, absolutely ridiculous that me, Kevin, wants to try and sue Chris Norland. Makes absolutely zero sense. Stop threatening people. Chris Norland, please get media insurance. Unfortunately, in this space, when you go after these clowns, they start crying and turn into little babies. And unfortunately, the United States empowers rich people who are bad people, but just happen to be rich, to go ahead and bully and destroy smaller people who are doing the right thing. That is the unfortunate part about this country, but that's just how it is. Anyway, folks, that's really my entire spiel on this entire situation. That's how I feel regarding everything. Absolutely insane. Very petty of Kevin to even think to even do something like this. It's like, dude, everybody considers it a DUI, whether you like it or not. I mean, if you're mad that he's saying a record. Oh, here's the last thing I want to say, too. Kevin, Chris is actually a pretty nice dude, and most people on YouTube are actually pretty nice dudes. Like, you could have just emailed him and said, hey, I would like to respectfully request that you not say I got a DUI and say that I got a reckless driving charge, instead of all this, the legal implications and damaging reputations, all this legal jargon, because now you're coming off as a bully. And instead of just asking nicely what you could have done, now you're lighting that fire into people. And honestly, Kevin, I'm not even going to lie to you. I truly believe that had you just emailed Chris Norland and never mention all this lawsuit stuff and legal implications and I might sue stuff, I think if you just emailed him and said, hey, man, I know you don't like me. I know you don't like what I do, but I would really appreciate it if instead of you saying DUI, you said reckless driving, as I feel that it could really harm my reputation for what I'm doing. I guarantee you that if you just did that, Chris Nolan probably would have never made this video and nobody would have ever known. But because you want to be a bully and you want to get the lawyer involved and the law language and all that stuff, well, now Chris Nolan has to post this video because who knows if you're going to sue him or not. It's absolutely insane. Anyway, those are my full thoughts on the situation. Me, Kevin, man, all I got to say, my boy, karma. You could think you're going to go your whole life without getting it. Everybody gets your karma. There's going to come a day where everybody who does wrong and does evil and does bad is going to have to answer for what they did. I don't know when it's coming, but that time comes for everybody. I know you said, I saw you on Andre Jick's podcast. You said that you weren't religious at all. Okay, you don't got to be religious. You don't got to believe in God if you don't want to. But he believes in you, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. And regardless of what your beliefs are, you can't escape the bad will you created and the consequences that come with that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one.